Okay, so let's say we have x squared plus 8x is less than 0. We have to factor this. When we do this problem, it worked because it was factors, because we were multiplying positives and negatives. This is not factors, so we need to pull an x out, and that leaves x plus 8 is less than 0. Now I can use my critical point method and my number line. So this gives me x equals 0. This gives me x equals negative 8. So come over to my number line, put it in order, negative 8 there, 0 there. So I'm dividing the numbers up into those sections. So I need something less than negative 8, so I'm going to pick negative 10. Something in between 0 and negative 8, I'm going to pick negative 2. Something bigger than 0, I'm going to pick 1. Any number in that section will work. So I purposely picked something besides just negative 9 to show you that it doesn't matter. Okay, now I'm going to plug it back up into the factored form. Don't plug it back up into the original because you're going to have to do more arithmetic than necessary. You want to just multiply positives and negatives together. So if I take a negative 10, that's a negative times a negative. So that's going to be positive. I'm going to show you a shortcut to this one also. If I take a negative 2, that's a negative, and then negative 2 plus 8 is a positive. A negative and a positive makes a negative. If I plug in 1, that's a positive times a positive, so I get a positive. Then you go back to your problem, say, well, what am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for where it's less than 0, so I'm looking for where it's negative. That's this section here, so that's everything from negative 8 to 0. And I did parentheses because it's less than 0, not less than or equal to 0. Now, if it's a simple thing like this, you might be able to picture the graph. What is the shape of that graph? Like if you had y equals x squared plus 8x.
Parabola.
A parabola, be a parabola. Is it shaped like a U or is it shaped like an umbrella?
A U.
A U, because it's a positive x squared. So if I have a graph that's shaped like that, wouldn't the negative portion be in the middle?
Yes.
And so it equals 0 at negative 8 and 0. So if you can picture the shape of the graph, you can do this without testing all of the numbers. Okay? If it's a parabola, okay, you know that it's a U shape, so it's going to start out positive and end up positive, and the middle is where it's going to be negative. And so if you're looking for where it's less than 0, you're looking for the middle. You still have to find your critical points where it equals 0, but you can skip the table if you understand the shape of the graph. Okay? And you could skip then this checking whether it's positive or negative. Okay? So that's up to you.